The late 19th and early 20th centuries witnessed a significant transformation in the legal and economic landscapes of the United States. During this period, several important antitrust cases emerged, shaping the way businesses operated and paving the way for fair competition. One such pivotal legislation was the Sherman Antitrust Act, which aimed to prevent monopolistic practices and promote competition in the marketplace. Enacted in 1890, this act became a cornerstone of American antitrust law, and its application in various cases had far-reaching implications for the business world. Let's delve into some of the most significant Sherman Antitrust Act cases. One prominent case that shaped the interpretation of the Sherman Antitrust Act was Northern Securities Company versus United States, a lawsuit that challenged the dominance of a railroad monopoly. The Northern Securities Company was formed by several prominent railroad tycoons, including James J. Hill and J.P. Morgan, and aimed to consolidate control over major rail lines in the Northwest. The Supreme Court, in a landmark decision in 1904, ruled that the company's formation violated the Sherman Antitrust Act. This case established a precedent that any combination or conspiracy in restraint of trade, including those involving railroads, would be subject to legal action. Another influential case stemming from the Sherman Antitrust Act was Standard Oil Company of New Jersey v. United States. This lawsuit, also known as the Standard Oil case, targeted the Standard Oil Company founded by John D. Rockefeller. The company had achieved near total dominance over the oil industry, controlling refining, transportation, and distribution of oil products. The Supreme Court ruled in 1911 that Standard Oil violated the Sherman Antitrust Act by engaging in monopolistic practices that restrained trade. As a result, the court ordered the dissolution of Standard Oil into several smaller independent companies, paving the way for increased competition. The case of American Tobacco Company v. United States was yet another significant Sherman Antitrust Act case. This lawsuit, decided in 1911, targeted the American Tobacco Company, which had consolidated control over the tobacco industry through a series of aggressive acquisitions and mergers. The Supreme Court found the company guilty of monopolizing trade and restrained its activities. The ruling led to the breakup of American Tobacco's vast holdings, promoting competition in the tobacco market and signaling the government's determination to combat monopolies. One of the most discussed Sherman Antitrust Act cases is United States versus Microsoft Corporation, which took place in the late 1990s, but was rooted in the principles established by the Act in the late 1800s. Microsoft, the dominant player in the personal computer software market, faced allegations of engaging in anti-competitive behavior to maintain its monopoly. The case involved the bundling of Internet Explorer with the Windows operating system, impeding competition for web browsers. Although the initial ruling found Microsoft liable, a settlement was reached in 2001, imposing certain restrictions on the company's conduct.